Здравейте, здравейте, момци, моми, аз съм Джимера, това би трябвало да е епизод 63 от поредицата на Дренеч Inquisition, продължаваме там, където бяхме стигнали. Така, тук по традиция, документите вече веднъж съм ги изчел. Няма нужда да го правя пак, така че ще минем бързо из масата, през масата. Така, сега да ги назначим на новите задачки. Къде беше? Това е едната.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
Секунда. Тук трябва да има 3 задачи, но нещо едната не я виждам. Аха. Танца. По погрешка. Нищо, аре, карай да върви. Каквото било. Без искам го избрах него, тук трябваше Лилиана, по принцип си. Майна там.
Inquisitor.
Тогава Лилианчето ще се вземе тук. Ето тук ще изпратим Джозефинката.
At your service.
Сега, каквото станало. Сега, докато чакаме 15 минути, ще обиколим набързо замъка да видим, можем ли да говорим пак с нашите компаньони и съветници. Да. Да. Просто искам да се върна при теб.
I'd be happy to arrange that. Please be sure to. I hope that you'll... Maker, I wish you didn't have to go.
Спокойно ще ми видиш, но...
I'll come back from this fight alive. I swear it.
I'll take you at your word. I must attend to some tasks before you draw out our enemy. Do go before I begin to cry. It's good to see you.
Нека поговори за нас. Няма да караме да ходим в градината. Да говорим с Мориганчето. С Мориганчето. С Вивиан исках да кажа.
Bastian is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Любов от пръв поглед, а?
Falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
Има нещо, което мога да направя?
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
Така.
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
Разкажи ми за себе си.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Разкажи ми за Дюк Бастиен.
Why don't you tell me more about your Duke?
Bastien was the leader of the Council of Heralds. The only person who could bring that rabble into line. He could charm a bird out of its feathers, and frequently did. I remember once, he broke up a fight between POSLEDEN and the Dowager with a joke and a glass of wine. Oh, Bastien. I'm sorry, my dear. I don't think I can discuss
Няма проблем. Аз пак ще притеснявам.
Did you need me for something?
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Как стана кортиер?
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a court here.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Gisli,
Лилиан ще е готова с
an
нейната задачка.
advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
Ти си служена за Дюк.
You're married to the
Това всъщност ние сме питали преди, така че
Marriage is the
ще
business of
пропуснем какво мислила
We got
неговата
along.
съпруга.
She passed away from a fever a few years ago.
Така.
My dear, did you need me for something?
Какво мислиш за нашите
What are your
приятели?
thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Whether Cole is a spirit or a demon is irrelevant. Neither can be trusted, my dear. Remember that.
Добре. Отивам сега да говорим с Дориан, после ще скачим при Лилианчето. И така.
Here is the request Harriet made.
I will see he gets it. Did you know that Seeker Cassandra's ancestor lived for over 120 years?
Никаква идея нямах, между другото. А ти, братле, знаеш ли? О, може би с него да говорим. Супер. Добре, че реших да се разходим и да говорим с нашите компаньони.
It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
Това пък откъде дойде?
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Можеш да постигнеш велики неща.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping
so.
the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Печалът има порив, иска да се върне да промени Тевинтър за добро. По-добре да го направи. Няма смисъл да му казваме се и тук, защото инквизицията има нужда от тебе. В крайна сметка, никой не е там против волята му. И не трябва да бъде.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
Ти какво би направил като патриарша?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything.
Или
No
матриарх?
more
по-скоро?
circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Значи аз си мисля по принцип в миналото преиграване Касандър я направих матриарх. Сега мисля да подкрепя Лилиана. Като си мисля, че Лилиана все пак е по-добрата за тази роля. В смисъл, тя е шпионин, който разбира политическата игра. Вярваща е. Какво още? Има милосърдие в нея. Към обикновените хора милосърдна, но може да бъде и много жестока и безпощадна, когато се налага. Така че, мисля, че тя е перфектен кандидат, който може да накара църквата да се промени.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
Getting ball up didn't help. Да бъде взривена вика не помогна. Ами да, не
You never
помогна.
know. Justinia might have succeeded if she hadn't been caught in a giant blast of magic.
I won't make that mistake either. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet. So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
Значи, преди това, което каза тя за мира, може би на политическо ниво ще има мир, т.е. поне страните в те да ще спрат да се бият помежду си. Евентуално може би в един момент и с Кюна. Обаче, истински мир няма как да настъпи. На хората им е в природата да мразят и да делят помежду си. А тук всички са като хората. Въобще. Може би Кю направи някакво изключение, но ние прекалено малко знаем за него. Елфите са същите, хората са същите, джуджавките са същите. Обичат да се делят самите те на различни статуси и едните мразят другите. Така че няма как да има същински мир, според мен, в играта. Ще намерим начин по-добре да се подготвим.
Can we prepare for flaming seas? Maybe collect all the snow from the frostbacks just in case.
I'll see what I can do. I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythol as we speak. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corypheus missed. Anything to give us an edge.
Някакви обновления.
It's been a long road, but we're nearing the end.
О, да. Усещам.
Calpurnia's loss has left
Мирише
the
на край.
Venator demoralized. They'll be easy to eliminate.
I'll leave you to your work.
Мирише на край. Точно заради това си говорим с всичките ни компаньони. Това, където си мисля да си правя брони, няма да стане. Сега не ми се занимава, често казано, с това.
The Temple of Mythol was extraordinary. In all my journeys, I never dreamed of finding anything like it. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
Често казано, не съм сигурен. Ще направим света по-добро место, ще го възстановиме. Ще направя света по-добро место.
This war proved that we can't go back to the way things were. I'll try to help this world move forward.
You would risk everything you have in the hope that the future is better. What if it isn't? What if you wake up to find the future you shaped is worse than what was?
Ще продължаваме да опитваме.
I'll take a breath,
Кой
see
казва,
where
че ще е
things went
лесно?
wrong, and then try again.
Just like that.
If we don't keep trying, we'll never get it right.
You're right. Thank you.
For what?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You have offered hope. That if one keeps trying, even if the consequences are grave, that someday things will be better. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythol did not deserve such a fate.
Не, да,
The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Звучи сякаш си тръгваш.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now.
Явно ще обиколим да си поговорим с всички днеска. Разкажи ми за елфите.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
Не изглежда да я харесваш.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
Кажи ми за древните елфи.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
Какво още?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aeravels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Жалко. Разкажи ми за делищите.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
Разкажи ми за градските елфи.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Разкажи ми за елската магия.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Безсмъртността посредством магия ли се постига?
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Ами кръвната магия?
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Tevinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Ами, до някаква степен съм съгласен. Нямам нищо против кръвната магия.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Разбирам какво има преди печалята, защото те печалите по принцип, като започват да занимават с кръвна магия, вече се корупстват самички, понеже е забранена. Разкажи ми за твоите приключения,
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the
твоите
Fae.
пътувания.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Разкажи ми за старите руини.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven thaig no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay, the victims of a dark-spawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
Разкажи ми за духовете.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their story. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten, great for Elden formed, because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Разкажи ми за старите спомени.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Така, ще те разпитаме всичко, което може. Разкажи ми за Корифеус.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhawk. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
Аз те уважавам.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Така, разкажи ми за орба.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything, the result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. I had wondered how Corypheus survived the blast, until we saw his abilities at the Temple of Mythol.
Орбата е елски?
You said that you believe the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Tevinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. Clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any lore connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Знаете ли, че този орб най-вероятно Корифис го има отпреди да отиде в света в The Fate, в света на сънщите.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You have waylaid all his other plans. Now, as a petulant child, he will destroy the game board rather than admit defeat. Be ready for anything. He still believes himself a god, and gods do not fall gracefully.
Само теория. Ако го има отпреди да отиде в The Fate, Корифис, и той е единствен, който да притежава такъв орб, може би точно орба го е спасил да не умре като останалите му събрати, които са отишли с него. Освен ако и те не са живи. Това също е.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
Това също е възможно.
Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
Или пък той го беше откраднал от някаква всъщност.
No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
На какво е базирана
Can you
неговата
tell me
сила?
about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient magistars of Tevinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Добре.
We'll talk later.
Вече няма какво да си кажем с Солас. Но можем да си говорим с Варик.
My mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
Съмнявам се, има нещо много, което да го питаме за Холк.
Reaction? If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Can I ask?
You want to talk about me? I'm
Добре, за Варик няма какво да си говорим.
Inquisitor.
Тръгне в грешния посока. Отиваме да видим госпожица Касандра.
Will you be coming to the readings? After what happened, I just assumed.
Госпожица Касандра.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
Той изгуби всичко.
He has nothing left to throw at us.
Do not
It's our only
underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
Ти не си ли представя?
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified, yet I have faith in you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
Имам планове.
Oh, I have plans of my own.
As you should. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
Тъй като Касандра ни изпрати това тук с загадките, които се.
I return, Inquisitor, as does the Inquisition. It begins now, and there is a timer.
Yep.
Chantry belief centers on the enigmatic maker and his bride. Name her traitorous.
Кой ти го помни това, брат? Въпреки, че в единичката ставаше дума за него, просто съм забрал. Маферат. Промен Маферат. Ама не, това ще да каже да кричали с Маферат. Това е помънък. Хекс не е. Не. Я видим с ето си. Значи не. Ноуп, не е това.
It begins. A blight is signaled by the rise of an archdemon, a corrupted old god. Name the archdemon of the first blight.
Сега вече мога пробваме с този. Само, че не е и това, защото минали път го пробваха. Кой ти ги помни тия въпроси?
I return, Inquisitor, as done. It begins. Thedas encompasses many wonders. What is currently considered this land's largest city?
Мисля, че беше някакъв такова димат. Така, това е някакъв кричър. Такива си е да кюн. Това не знам какво беше и това мисля, че не е нито едно от тези. Не е да кома нък. Не е това да хекс, се съмнявам. Ще пробвам с това.
Incorrect. An unfortunate lapse into non-sec.
Ще е някаква дълга занимавка.
A blight is signaled by the rise of an archdemon, a corrupted old god. Name the archdemon of the first blight.
Ние пробвахме ли това? Да. Значи ще пробваме с... това.
I believe it is Minrathous.
Incorrect.
Не е Minrathous.
The Inquisition is complete.
Не е Minrathous.
I return, Inquisitor. It begins now. Loghain MacTeer is a hero to some and a monster to others. He was also Terran of which Ferelden settlement?
Ривейн.
The land they call Rivain.
Incorrect.
Как е?
An unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. The Inquisition is complete.
Интересна работа.
I return, Inquisitor. It begins. Chantry belief centers on the enigmatic maker and his bride. Name her traitorous husband.
Вече почнах да се обърквам кое съм пробвал и кое не съм пробвал и за кой отговор съм го пробвал. Маферат, ти съм ги пробвал тук. Горен.
I believe the answer is Guaren.
Incorrect. An unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. Inquisition. Away.
Добре, дайте да не се бавим цел живот тук. Това да проверим кой е правилен отговор.
I return, Inquisitor, as does the Inquisition. It begins now, and there is a timer. Logain MacTier is a hero to some and a monster to others. He was also Terran of which Ferelden settlement?
Да. Говорен.
I believe the answer is Gwarren.
Correct. Well played. The Quizquisition is completed. And you have done so perfectly. You may have an inadequate grand prize. Quizquisition. Away.
Няма да казваме на никой колко добре сме се справили. Си оставя между нас само.
Inquisitor.
Леко.
Corypheus is able to possess Grey Wardens, or so I hear. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real warden.
Така излиза. Много добро нещо.
It's a blessing. Warden or not, I'd hate to be on the other side of your blade.
Going up against a darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
Мисли за Инквизицията?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Инвестигейт. Мисли за нашите съветници?
What do you think of my advisors?
Liliana is lonely. That's really all I see. All she has is her work. I pity her sometimes, as odd as that may seem.
Какво мислиш за моя вътрешен кръг?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
You're eyeing the Lady Seeker, aren't you? I can see why. She's definitely striking. A little stern, though.
Лито? Малко?
I'd say she's a lot stern.
She's a warrior. That's all she knows. And it's suited her thus far.
Няма да го разпитваме така, защото 1 милиард
We should return to our duties.
пъти трябва да го питаме и да се надяваме да ги изредува всичките. И да не ги повтаря, така че няма смисъл. Можем да хванем да продадем. Тук има някакви, даже доста неща има тук за продаване. Този меч е глупав. Този чук не е никак лош. Но няма да ви върши работа на въжицата. Чуй се, не си запазим стафа. Не. Лъкът. Не. Титът може би става за нещо. Това да продадем първо тези неща, които със сигурност няма да използваме. Опа, точно трябва да си го купим обратно. Шапката, майната. Си, моля, ще си говорим също. След тази мадама по-скоро.
An opportunity, your worship. If you've a moment, I would speak to you about a potential partnership.
Как е
How are
бизнеса?
you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress? How could we not be?
We'll speak another.
Искам да говоря с нея, нещо да купувам.
My Lord Inquisitor, your efforts to restore our hubs of commerce have been tremendous, as is the gratitude of the tradesmen and affiliates.
Спомена някаква
You said something
възможност.
about a partnership.
The work you have done has presented an opportunity to return trade to the roads. A minimal investment at key points will ensure safe caravans. I'll forward it to your assistants for consideration. We have this opportunity because of you, Inquisitor, and we will all profit.
Добре.
Certainly.
Получихме нова задача на масата. Абе, ние минахме ли през масата, като приключихме да говорим с тези хора тук? Май не. Добре, отидем да видим какво прави Кълън. След това ще се портнем при масата. Нали така, при Кълън, тук. Друг, да, точно така. Ще се портнем при масата. Да им раздадем нови задачи.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
Не си изгуби своята вяра.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
Никога не приключва, нали
Unless he
така?
gets bored and surrenders. Any chance of that?
I doubt it.
Добре. Защо ме портна тук? Сега не съм сигурен дали имам неща, които мога да го разпитам и трябва да пътувам чак при него. Първо ще ми през маста, защото ми е сравнително близко.
Inquisitor?
Бързи, 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 бързи. Доста хора са подкрепили. Супер. Къде ни е новата задачка обаче? Ресурс, не, тук няма нова. Значи най-вероятно в Ерелон. Така, изпращам го Каланчу да се занимава с тази задача. Смея да твърда обаче, че ако не бяхме пуснали този мод да го използваме, най-вероятно нямаше успеем да се справим с всичките задачи на масата, докато започнем следващата мисия. Която ще започнем за съвсем малко, предполагам. Дали случайно и то няма нещо да ни предложи тук? Някаква оферта. Не. Добре, това всъщност става по-малко. Гъвън, бате. Няма ли какво да си говорим?
Corypheus may not be able to travel through it, but what if something else can?
Чак да й вярваме. Трябва да й вярваме, защото ни дадохме да се гмурне в кладенеца, така че ще кажем, че й вярваме.
Yes, Morrigan said as much when I asked her.
Oh?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables. The Circle had a library. I'm fairly well read.
Right.
I'm not unreasonable.
Искам да знам повече с
May I
теб.
ask you something?
Of course.
Какво ще прави след това?
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
Твоето семейство наред ли?
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Да те проследява.
Your sister tracked you down? She didn't know where you were?
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the blight.
Като замисля, където е Кълън, стават някакви страшни мизерии. Много пич, или проблемите го наистина го преследват, или той ги донася. Не знам какво мога да кажа. Сега срещу темпларите ли си?
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
И какъв е отговорът
What would you
тогава?
suggest?
Some call the circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Това не е лоша идея.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure it's the answer, but something needs to change.
Какви са твоите съжаления? За какво съжаляваш?
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
Мередит е сгрешила.
You've said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the blood mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
Жалко. Надявам се, че съм по-добър лидер.
I hope you find the Inquisition's leadership more agreeable.
I am confident you will see us through to the end. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will not see it fail.
Така.
That's all I wanted to know.
Another time then. Was there something you needed?
Това е всичко. Така. Нещо, което трябва да знам.
Is there anything I should know?
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... It doesn't matter.
Сигурно гащите не може да си намери. Беше готино, беше забавно.
Because it's good to unwind and spend time with your friends?
I suppose that's true.
Нещо, което трябва да знам.
Is there anything I should know?
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. She thought I looked hungry.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
Разкажи ми за твоите
What do you
колеги.
think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Тук поне вече мога да разпитам как се трябва. Какво мислиш за Джозефин?
What do you think of our ambassador?
Your opinion is more important than mine where Josephine is concerned. As an ambassador for the Inquisition, she is skilled. We are fortunate to have her.
Какво мислиш за
How do
Лилиана?
you like working with Liliana?
Liliana is a good woman. I do not question her dedication.
But
At times I wonder how far she would go to ensure success.
Колкото се
To be
налага.
fair, she questions my approach to matters as well.
Разкажи ми за нашите
are you
войници.
satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
They have more than proven themselves. I'm proud to serve as their commander.
Добре,
I should
свършихме
let you
с
get back to
въпросите за... Свършихме с въпросите, които мога да му зададем на него. Време е да отидем към някой друг. Този някой друг се казва Кол. Quickly save.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
И двамата си го мислихме.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
Не знам.
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I hardly understand any of this myself.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you."
Един вид не е бил сам.
Thank you. He meant to watch forever. He called himself Sorrow.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like.
С него няма какво да си кажем. Слизаме долу да видим госпожица Сера какво прави.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
Какво му е толкова смешно?
If that's a joke, I don't get it.
Everyone is always, oh, poor elves, victims of this and whatever. But the Empire hates itself. Love it. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
Ти мислиш, че Митал е само лъжи?
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal?
Of course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Да, но какво ако дори нещо е истина?
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Coryphe's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
What the fuck is wrong with that bitch? Казва, че не съм Herald.
It's not as if it matters what I believe. I've already denied being the herald.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Coryphe fish. Whatever.
Въобще не я разбирам, често казвам.
Hey, have time? It's not a question. Let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and
И
stuff.
през повече време си ме дразни. Добре. Какво ме забъркваш?
Explain.
Ah, just come on, will you? I haven't wanted to do this with anyone for a long time.
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I friggin' still hate cookies.
Защо хапваме бисквитки?
Why am I sitting on a roof eating awful baked goods?
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mum. The ones she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this Inquisition thing is working out, so I figured I could make some Inquisition cookies? Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
Емълът е била мила, защо си я мразила?
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
Нека направи бисквитки, какво ми пречи? Нека направи бисквитки.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Sarah. Anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
Не я харесвам, я разбирам през повечето време. От време на време ми става смешно, като говори. Такова забавно, но в приятен смисъл на думата.
Love seeing you, yeah?
Special. Може да излезнем пак на покрива, я да видим.
Even with that thing. It's got sky.
Колко пъти можем да го правим това? Едно и също ли е винаги?
Hey, it's you again. We should drop something next time.
Добре. Нещо си е?
Can't wait, what's on?
Инвестигейте. Някакво мнение за нашите съюзници?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people? Right, which ones?
Солас.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Варик.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Касандра.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Iron Bull.
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
It makes me wonder about things. You do too, mostly about what your women look like.
Blackwall.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
Right, Warden. Good liar, that one. Should give lessons. Suppose he kind of did. Soldiers do nasty shit. Still kind of like him, though. Proper sorry, him.
Dorian.
What about Dorian?
He's fun. Could lose a bit more to Vinter.
Cole.
What about Cole?
Don't give two squirts about him. He's still just a wrong thing.
You just said him and he.
You just shut it.
Vivian.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
Преди беше
She's
It.
a bitch, but she knows. She better.
За моите съветници.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
No, not messing with Leliana. Pretty, but wow. Just bards, right? Now, Josie. You don't need me going on about your little Josie. You know her better. Colour. I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
We'll talk later.
Good, right?
Вика, те познаваш по-добре от мен.
Can't wait, what's on?
Какво мислиш за нашия прогрес?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Everyone's ready to punch Corypheus in the dangle bag. That's what you call it. Metaphor.
Готова ли си да говориш за себе си?
I'd like to know more about you, now that you're comfortable.
Suppose. It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
Защо мразиш кукички?
Anything
Тоест,
more to say about where you came from? Aside from
кукички.
hating cookies there.
Бисквитки, не кукички.
Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends, though. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. Got some of them killed. I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
Къде си сега?
So where are the rest of them?
All over. Or they stopped to let new people go all over. Some get rich and stop playing so they can do good things with it. One or two don't. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Как отида в Орлей?
Denham is a long way from Orlais. How'd you get there?
By Stinky Horse?
Sarah.
Denerim wasn't much fun after the Blight. Everyone trying to recover, you even feel bad for the nobles. But Val Royeaux, that's a fat city full of fat heads. They just don't know when to stop. You saw it. Orlais is rich and stupid. Right for the pickings.
Това ли е човек, който те тренира?
So is that who showed you how to fight? Gave you your skills?
Nobody gave me anything except a chance. And maybe some lessons to start, but mostly just the chance. I took that and ran.
Някакви спомени от твоето истинско
Do
семейство?
you remember your actual family at all? Your parents?
Well, there is the amulet I had as an orphan that has a missing piece. And look at your face. You believe me? No, still no parents. I remember an alienage with arseholes and hating that stupid tree. The one elves always have. Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apples.
Благодаря, че ми
It's nice to see this
че ми се
side of
довери.
you. That you trust me.
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big trusting foot up your pucker.
Разбирам защо си странен елф.
I think that after our rooftop chat, I get why you're not like other elves.
Well, don't. How about we dig into what you are? Or what you're supposed to be? Are you just a Kunari? Or Kun this and whatever that? Because I'm just me, and I couldn't give a fig. All right?
Ние всички... Да... Alright.
Didn't mean to
Оставаме
poke
го
this
това
first
намира.
one. Consider it dropped.
Защото не мисля, че аз отговарям за моята раса.
You do this with everyone? Because I hope I'm not the only one that squirms like this. Feels weird.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. Can't wait, what's on?
Така.
I'll be back.
Мисля, до някаква степен отговарям, но не би трябвало индивида си индивид. Отговарям най-вече за себе си, не мога служа като пример за всички
Most of
конарите.
the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
Как мога да
Can
използвам?
you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovering from wounds. I can send them around to rattle swords, wave flags, and look a lot larger than they are. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, so no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
Добре. Получихме нова задачка.
We'll talk later.
Не искаш да говориш или това беше някакво бъгче?
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit.
Да,
Just
вярвам.
one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Благодаря за помощта.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Yep.
Hey, you need me?
Nope.
See you later.
Nice talking with you.
Има нещо си говорим с тази?
Knew you couldn't stay away.
Не. Чакайте да видим Касандра какво можем да си говорим с тази, защото тя да ни закара на майна си райна, как се вика.
I trust all is well.
Имам нужда
Do
от
you
твоя
have any
съвет.
advice for me?
Find Corypheus. If he vanishes, he will only rebuild his power and come at us again. And he will come. Whatever mad play the Magister has in mind, you star as his nemesis. I shudder to think what a creature like that could concoct next, given the time.
Добре.
That's enough for now.
Приключихме приказките с всички наши съветници. И компаньони. Сега се връщаме на масата, за да раздадем новите задачи. Защото мисля, че имаме две нови. И ще отидем до нашия ковач. Там да продадем. И евентуално да спечелим някакво, да измислим какво да правим 10 на минути, примерно. Сега ще видим колко време ще ни отнемат задачките, но какво да си запълним времето. Докато те се изпълнат. Така, тук няма нищо ново. Значи само тук има една нова задача.
Inquisitor.
Така. Добре. Сега отиваме ковачницата. Това мога да си направя едно оръжие. Броня не мисля да си правя, но поне оръжие мога да си направя. Да видим сега какви неща имаме ние тук. Меч. За Касандра. Не. Няма смисъл да гледаме на другите оръжия как са. Готино. Нашия. Нашите бредове е по-добра. Така. Став. Кой използва стафове? Дори използва став, него е по-хубав. Блековел не използва став. Кол не е VVN. Не е по-хубав. И Соас Него е по-хубав. Такова нямаме. Сера, лъкчето, нейното е по-добро. Щит. Сега ще е доста по-добър. Я да видим на Black Wall. И на Black Wall е по-добър. Тоест, какво? Тук нищо интересно не е паднало в крайна сметка. Ей, чони. Може би броя не е паднала подходяща за някого. Добре, броята сигурно е по-добра. О, да. Единайсет Magic, 6 Magic, Melee Defense, Stagger Hit. Не, да пробвах, че по-си ми допада. Добре, ето тази вече мога да дадем на Солас. Какъв сантинел стана. Така, нищо тук. Продаваме сега всичките ненужни неща.
Where's Mother? The Temple of Mythal sounds like the most interesting place. I hope you brought back samples of, well, anything.
Не очаквах, че ще има някаква уникална реплика Дагна, но ето, имаше. Craft Weapons. Двойно оръжие. $230, 305. И то 315. Само че забравих нещо. 370. Ние дори не може да се опитаме да се доближим до тези стойности. Може би трябва да купим някакви рецепти. Добре, да се разходим да купим рецепти. Това, което правя в момента е губене на време с идеята си изпълни задачката на масата. Да, чуда се дали да продължавам. По-скоро намалявам някакъв артефакт да ни падне оттам. Въпреки че съмнявам да ни падне нещо по-добро от нашата екипировка към момента, която имаме. В това как не сте става. Тук има някакви доста прилични оръжия. Това лък е доста приятен. Но по-скоро мене ме интересува има ли рецепти. Ако ги седваме. Сега ще ги изкупим всичките. Материалки има тук, ме интересуват, схематиците обаче ме интересуват. Те са някакви супер обикновени схематици. Тук, добре. Даже ни останаха и някакви пари. Аз нали се вършил с Skyhold, какво партия си избирам? Побъркаха ли се? От парти си избирам, като се вършвам Skyhold. Опа, стана голямата жега. Ама този път е отворено. Нали, тук има някакъв прекрасен схематик, който ние примерно преди това сме нямали. По-скоро сме ги имали всичките. Вижте, аз не знах, че мога да правя и части за оръжие. Дръжки и тем подобни. И какво? Правя някакви добавки. Ще направя едно такова ще направя. Това е Armor Penetration да има. 31 Armor Penetration. Чакай, тук ще му сложим още Drama Bone. Не, Armor Penetration да има. Ще направим и дръжка. А сега примерно някаква дръжка за някакъв меч, предполагам. Какво може да си слагаме на нашия Ишук? Сложим пампелче. Сега ще му сложим дръжчица. Сега ще му направим една дръжка, защото можем. Още Armor Penetration. По-скоро какво да му сложиме? Става рухит или атак. Armor Penetration на Mac. Тук като сложим и пак Armor Penetration, а тази другата дръжка какво ще да ни дава? Защото различните дръжки дават различни неща. Глупости на търкалета. Дават различни неща. Мисля, че като при броните, като при оръжията, различни брони с различни материали дават различни бонуси. Так. Харесва ми. 22% так. Да има. Оп, лилянчето е готово. Мисля, че успяхме да позатвориме така сравнително добре. Топа ние тази дръжка не мога да сложиме. Ега ти тъжното. Що тогава е построига? Крафтът грип. Явно е за меч. Ще сложим на... Кой да сложим? Ще сложим на някой друг. На кой друг мога да сложим? Само на Iron Bull, ама той сигурно и той няма да може да я изпълни за тази дръжка. Аз да не ли пъде се направи тази дръжка за една ръка, за оръжие за една ръка. Може и без да искам се объркал. Дай си брадвата, бе. Това е моята брада. Така, това не мога да използва. Не. Явно тази дръжка е само за меч. А тази другата, ако построя... Тъй като вече се усеща аромата накрая, не песта ресурси и си правя експерименти. Не пише да е за чук, не пише да... За чук ли, не е ли за чук? Тук ended хафт. Е, това на мене ми трябва хафт. Не ми трябва това, окей. Примерно, е това. Нека има стрейнт. 6% хилно кил. Ще мога да се хилваме малко по-добре, когато го убиваме. Харесва ми. Какво изпихме? Кънинг. Получавам 8 кънинг, но аз кънинг не е пря. Айде. Отиваме да говорим с Мориганчи. С Мориганчиката. И да почва за дечката. Опа, не бе. Случи съм забраванчо. Трябваше първо да отидем до масичката. Защото нямам търпение и бързам. Go, go, go. Не има още 14 минути да чакам. Пускаме задачата да си върви, обаче отиваме по... Почваме ние по главната. Пък нещо, ако после се върнем в Skyhold и имаме шанс да се докоснем до масата, чудесно.
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
Избягала е след нейния син, т.е. преследвала е собствения си син.
She said he activated the mirror somehow, and then she ran into it. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I will find help, Inquisitor.
Тя спокойно. Къде сме тук?
Wait, this isn't the crossroads. This is the Fade.
Oh.
How did the Illuvian lead here? Can it go anywhere?
Пак се сетя на сънищата. Това, което ме притеснява, че нямаме. Че не сме екипирани. Мисля, бронята ми е като разекипирана. Може би няма да е лошо да вземем тези кристали. Правим, че това са някакви уникални неща тук.
Go back. I must find Kieran before it's too late.
Чакай, девойче,
Why would
успокой се.
Kieran do this? How could he do this? We stand in the Fade. To direct the Illuvian here would require immense power. If he is lost to me now after all I have sacrificed...
Ще го намерим.
We'll find him, Morrigan. He can't be far.
The Fade is infinite. He could literally be anywhere. Whatever happens to him now, 'tis my doing. I set him on this path. Please, help me look, Inquisitor. Just a little longer.
Мако ще има някакви много странни петна, да Мориган. Виж, че по-рано ги нямаше в миналия епизод. Мрисен червен лириум. Готино местенце.
There he is.
Who's with him?
That's...
Mother!
Племет.
Mother. Now, isn't this a surprise?
Изненада. Не. Не е щастливо така. Изглежда, че не е щастливо.
Clearly not the good sort of surprise.
My lovely Morrigan has a flair for the dramatic. Thankfully, my grandson is more sensible.
Kieran is not your grandson. Let him go.
As if I were holding the boy hostage. She's always been ungrateful, you see.
Ungrateful? I know how you plan to extend your life, wicked crone. You will not have me, and you will not have my son.
That's quite enough. You'll endanger the boy.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
You are Mythal.
Така ли?
That was unexpected.
You, of all people, should expect the unexpected by now.
I'm sorry, Mother. I heard her calling to me. She said now was the time.
I do not understand.
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Тя е вътре в теб.
Then you carry Mythal inside you?
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Защо това остава в тайна?
If Mythal is within you, why not
Защо стои
reveal
в тайна?
yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow lingering in the sun.
Трябва да разбера.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims? Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged. Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
Аз знам коя е Флемет.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says, long ago, you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
Какво искаш?
So you lured us here. What do you want?
One thing, and one thing only.
I have to go now, Mother.
No. I will not allow it.
He carries a piece of what once was, snatched from the jaws of darkness. You know this.
He is not your pawn, Mother. I will not let you use him.
Have you not used him? Was that not your purpose, the reason you agreed to his creation?
That was then. Now he is my son. Flemeth extends her life by possessing the bodies of her daughters, Inquisitor. That was the fate she intended for me. I thwarted her, and now she intends to have Kieran instead.
Можем директно да паднем. Киран специален е?
Wait, the way she talked about Kieran.
I am not the only one carrying the soul of a being long thought lost.
He is more than that, Mother.
As am I. Yet do you hear me complain? Our destinies are not so easily avoided, dear girl.
Mother, I have to.
You do not belong to her, Kieran. Neither of us do.
Защо сега?
If Kieran is so special, why did you wait until now to come for him?
I did not know where he was. Morrigan cleverly hid him from me. Until now.
'Twas the well.
Always grasping beyond your reach, despite all that I taught you.
Ooh.
How refreshing to see my lovely daughter so obedient.
Как ми джаска?
If she did not have this hold over me,
then you would do something even more foolish. In this place, my power is greater than yours. Do not tempt me further.
Kieran,
As you wish. Hear my proposal, dear girl. Let me take the lad, and you are free of me forever. I will never interfere with or harm you again. Or keep the lad with you, and you will never be safe from me. I will have my due.
he returns with me.
Decided so quickly.
Do whatever you wish. Take over my body now if you must, but Kieran will be free of your clutches. I am many things, but I will not be the mother you were to me.
No more dreams?
No more dreams. A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me. Listen to the voices. They will teach you, as I never did.
Wait!
Тоест, какво това беше някакво изпитание на племето към Мориган.
Are you all right, Kieran? You are not hurt?
Той ще става най-дълги епизод на Dragon Age ever.
I feel lonely.
She wanted the old god soul all along. Is it worth reminding myself that perhaps I do not know everything after all? My mother has the soul of an elven goddess, or whatever Mythal truly was, and her plans are unknown to me.
Ти наистина си нямаш на идея.
You truly had no idea what she was.
I knew she kept the truth from me. I even suspected she was not truly human, but this...
Също си знаеш, че е дракон.
I always thought the so-called elven
Minimum.
gods were little more than glorified rulers, but now I have doubt. And doubt is an uncomfortable thing, Inquisitor.
Alrighty then.
Just be thankful you did not drink from the well. I am evidently tied to my mother for eternity.
Каква беше тази душа на стар бог?
So Kieran had the soul of an old god.
Taken from the archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
But why did you...
I told you at the temple, the magic of old must be preserved, no matter how feared. Kieran had a destiny, and now it is in Flemeth's hands. I suppose we shall see what she does with it.
Направи правилното нещо.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing.
Did I? She was testing me, and I cannot tell whether I passed. Now we must prepare to face Corypheus himself. It seems Mother was right. The voices of the well tell me I will be able to match his dragon. All that remains is for you to find him.
Правил. Правил го веднага. The final quest. The final piece. The final piece. Piece. Трябва да отидем да говорим с нашите съветници. Месата. Да си спестиме една-две. Айде, не една-два минутки, а 20-30 секунди. Ходаме. Просто като се портнаме. Край. Скоро се види край. Въпреки, че това няма да приключи драгане, защото имаме едно DLC за цъкане. Но поне с главната история ще сме приключили. Добре. Вече нямаме други задачи. На масата изпълнихме всичко. И то кажи речи. Справихме идеалка. Това ще доведе до края на до края на историята. Знам аз това. Той затова този епизод е по-дълъг, тъй като
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
I'm eager to try.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys too.
О, той е тук.
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Така е по-добре.
Then I face him alone.
Ще си вземем Варик. Ще си вземем Кол. И ще си вземем Айрбул. Трябва някакъв магиосик, чакайте сега. Значи на местото на Кол ще си вземем Дориан.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
Така.
As you wish.
Инквизиторите са смели мъже, готови се заплатят с живота си за техните убеждения и вярвания.
I knew been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
Държи обаче, това не го очакваше.
Dragon, how clever of you. It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will.
Чакай бе, нападни ме.
You dare to touch an avatar of divinity. What do they call you?
Мога ли скача горе? Ево тук.
Your blood is engorged with decay. Your race is not a race. It is a mistake.
Тук обаче не мога да скачиме. Той изглежда малко бъгнат. Размърда се, добре. Някакви дракони летат и се бият.
I will not stand for this outrage. A beardless stone worshipper? Run as fast as your little legs can take you.
So you're reduced to dwarf jokes now?
You dare to touch an avatar of divinity.
Горкия Корифеяс. Надявам се Мориган да е наред. Надявам ще трябва да биеме драконче. Други нафтат.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
То пично усеща ли, че вече е загубил битката? Драко не мога. Пусна ли някакъв лут? Някакъв дроп има ли от него? Май няма. Мориган не я виждам никъде.
I need only moments more.
Аз не мисля да ти давам никакви моменти, приятели. Приятели в кавички. Опа. Опинеш едно почниче. И ти ме опинеш едно почниче. И ти ме опинеш едно почниче. Си напълниме почените веднага след това. Музиката е доста силна тук.
The breach is getting bigger!
He's really doing it. We have to stop him.
Без бяга, бе, Джони. Като изключим, че много бяга налево, надясно и е малко досаден. Не е хич силен бос.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Корифей с умряли не успях да разбера. Още е жив, добре.
You wanted it to fade.
Какво направихме ние, бе? Май го изпратихме в света на сънищата. Там си кеси. Сос! Какво правиш тук, приятел?
Solus, the orb.
Не може ли да бъде поправен?
Are you sure? We could take the pieces. Try to...
That would not recover what has been lost.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way. No matter what comes, I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Тук всички компаньони.
Victorious, I see. What a novel result. And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
Отиваме да пиеме. И да гледаме кредитите. Обратно Skyhout. Ще има ли още кредити? Yeah! Кеви ме как към по-много време беше от лявата страна и си мислех, имаме две леви ръце и една дясна ръка. И после годалата следващата сцена вече ни отдясно викам явно Кълъм играе и на двата фланга.
If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Толкова странно.
It's odd that he would just leave without a word.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Не е единствената причина.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
Да се срещат с мен? Защо?
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Gaspard owes you a throne. The greatest empire in Thedas is at your beck and call. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
Бих се, защото трябваше да се бия.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, a fearsome Kunari in charge of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A magister and a darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Сега сигурно пак ще можем да си поговорим с нашите компаньони и приятели. Както в Dragon Age Origins. Come on!
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Истина е.
Corypheus is definitely gone. I was there.
You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
има още неща за правене.
I'm glad to hear it. There's still work to be done.
For once, I'm willing to leave it till tomorrow. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
Мерсаж, мерсаж. Блекло. Стари измамник от ти. Какво правиш?
All this pomp and ceremony can't top seeing that bastard Corypheus burn. No matter what happens to me now, I can say I was there. I helped you bring him down.
И оцеляхме.
And live to tell the tale.
So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
Надеждата е безполезна, въпреки че не е също така. Но разбирам какво имам предвид наши човек.
You can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
Варик! Стари пияницо! Какво става с теб, приятел?
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. What do you think of This Shit Is Weird, the Inquisitor Adar story? It's a working title.
Радвам се, че пишеш.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
Трябва да се фокусираш. Може да остане тук. Ще му кажа да остане тук.
That's generous of you, but it's past time that I went back and took care of things in Kirkwall. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
Трябваше да му предложим да остане, няма как.
Ей! History of all Vints,
the
original mold from which subsequent Vints were cast. And I got to help kick the shit out of him. Good times, boss. Good times.
Да се приключи все още.
Corypheus left us a big mess to clean up.
Right. Probably not as many giant explosions in the sky from here on out, though. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hasrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Не можеш да надминеш оставането тук.
You know I'll find you the best fights.
I know. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
Само всичките наши приятели са добре дошли да останат. И могат да си ходят, когато си искат.
So many people died. More still are hurting. They need help. It seems wrong to celebrate, but I want to. The part of me that's me needs to, after all this. The servants are drinking. Some of them are drinking while lying down.
Ти оставаш тук.
There's plenty to drink right here.
I don't think it was about the drink. I think it was something else. What happens next? Where do we go?
Точно сега празнува.
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Може би е малко и от двете.
Couldn't it be his will and our effort? Perhaps miracles need a little help.
Well, what's the friggin' point of them then? Ugh, you sound like a sister. I guess you'd know by this point. Seems like you did it right, mostly. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? For whatever?
Има още много неща за правене. Разбира се, ти си от семейството, от качалката, на която всички се дразним.
Shut it, you. I cry and punch in everyone. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning. Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
Да, но най-вече аз. Дориан!
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl
Здрасти.
saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless.
You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
Да, а ти много мразиш да бъдеш прегършен от жени, знаеме. Няма да е последния.
Just wait. The notoriety won't last long.
You, they'll remember. Me, one day I'll be that piece of minutia they use to trip up aspiring historians. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
Да, представяш как му да си от Тевинтър и да си зъл. Благодаря за помощта ти.
I appreciate everything you've done for us.
So you should. Being appreciated is a nice change of pace, though. I'm also pleased to come out of it alive. I wasn't expecting that.
You thought you'd die?
Didn't you? The hero dies in all the best stories. Anything else just sounds so implausible. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
В крайна сметка реши да остане. Касандра, Джозефин, Вивиен, Джози.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be.
Има ли пиячка?
Like the drinks, I'm not sure about them.
Всичко е прекрасно.
The drinks are fine. It's been a wonderful evening.
I hope you're not just saying that. You're not, are you? Disaster. So my name is late, the invitation to our guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Tedas is discussing the successor of the Inquisition.
Заслужихме си го.
We deserve each and every compliment.
Yes, I rather think we do. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
Да, така. Трябва да отпразнуваме победата.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
Трябва да й благодаря.
I must remember to thank her for the trouble.
She's been craving the cakes from Madame Lucien's shop for months. This celebration gave her the perfect excuse. To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Касандра!
I believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
Не заслужава си празнуването.
So we should be. Defeating Corypheus was no simple task.
He was so confident of his power, he could not conceive of losing.
If he could, he would never have
Не
challenged
беше
me.
и трудно.
And he would have gone into hiding. Yes, it worked out far better this way. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. It would not have been possible without your support and friendship. It means a great deal to me. I think back to
Какво
how
стана?
we first met. And here you stand. You are the Inquisitor. A symbol
Нищо не
of
съм
hope
цъкнал.
and change to so many. And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great man, and I will always stand at your side.
Чух дали да кажа, че е глупачка, но
So much
доста
to do,
колебах.
my dear. Elections for Grand Enchanter must be held, and many of the circles lack even interim first enchanters. It will take time, and it may not be possible to restore the history that was lost, but we will reinstate the circles. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration?
Детайла тук много ме кефи на тази статия.
Frenzy arranging it.
Харесва ми.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Наслаждавам
This
се.
is all for you, darling. Enjoy yourself. You've earned it. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Ние няма с кой друг да говорим, така че се оттегляме в нашите покои.
May I join you?
Много ясно. Това почва да се чуя в тази игра, кога има GGBG и има ли въобще GGBG.
The celebrations appear to be winding down with the sunrise. I've never witnessed such a lovely sight.
Ти си по-хубава.
Nor I.
Sometimes your words are so sweet, they ache.
That's love.
That's you. It's been good to have this celebration, free of what the future holds. Whatever awaits us, my lord, I know only one thing. I would never have you face it alone.
Явно драма е, че Inquisition няма GGBG. В единичката има GGBG.
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed.
Супер.
Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Gaspar has ascended to the Golden Throne. He rules unopposed. Each noble house that rises up against him soon realizes it has made its last mistake. He settles disputes with Ferelden, freeing the Orlesian armies to fortify the northern Tevinter borders. His victories are many. Strength and stability are restored to Orlais. For now.
Bravo.
Fortunately for Gaspar, his gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim the Emperor relies too much on his new allies, but others know the truth. His enemies hesitate only because they fear the Inquisition's revenge. But for how long? The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Alistair is unknown.
Много жалко.
Save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within? Or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas.
Despite her popularity, the new divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. Many follow in the footsteps of Commander Cullen, going through the slow and agonizing process of lyrium withdrawal.
Bravo.
When the Divine reforms the Templar Order, they elect to remain with the Inquisition under Cullen's command.
Супер. Няма ли споменат какво става с нашите приятели? Добре.
And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
Много ясно, няма как вече да не сме цел за някой недоброжелатели. Това беше всичко от Dragon Age, поне от главната част от Dragon Age, защото скоро ще разцъкаме DLC-то. Поне така предполагам. Какво да кажа, Dragon Age Inquisition не е лош, но ако трябва да сравнявам с другите Dragon Age, Dragon Age, със сигурност Origins по-ме кефи. Origins по-ми допада, въпреки че там геройството ни не е озвучено, е малко тъжно, но има си, нали, Origins има своите проблеми, всяка една от игрите си има своите проблеми, но да вземем историята, например, на Origins по-ми допада историята. Главният герой и в двете игри ми харесва доста, за разлика от примерно двойката. Там колко по-не ми харесва двойката. Може би защото е по-лимитиран, т.е. задължително трябва да е човек. Тук имаше все пак някакво разнообразие, което ми допада. Би казал, че Inquisition може би се нарежда на второ место, след Origins, преди двойката. Точно заради това разнообразие, което може да предложи. И все пак смятам, че историята в Origins ми хареса повече. Другото нещо, което тук така се усеща е малко по-неприятно от Origins, е когато започваме да обикаляме из широките територии и някакси историята се размива главната. Тъй като аз, поне при мен се получава така, но това е защото аз съм свикнал да минавам всичките странични задачи и след това да вървя по главните задачи. Да мога да съм подготвен колкото мога по-добре за какво трябва да се прави по време през главни задачи. Искам като сложа, като приключи играта, като приключиме с цъкането и свършим последната мисия, да знам, че нямам друга работа в тази игра. И така. Ако трябваше да оценявам, аз не мога да се спомня дали Origins му давах някаква оценка. Ако кажем, че Origins му дал нещо от сорта на 9 или 8, тук ще е 7 или 8, т.е. с единица надолу. Защото Origins със сигурност не е 10. Origins със сигурност не е 10, тъй като главният проблем е, че геройчето не е обучено. Но цяло, това е единствения кахър. Интересно ми обаче сега какво ще стане в следващото, защото очакваме да излезе новия Dragon Age 4, който вече се казва Dreadwolf. Но това му беше само кодовото име, не съм много сигурен. Да ми е интересно нашите решения тук в Dragon Age Inquisition, какво влияние ще имат. И не знам дали четворката ще наследи всичките предишни игри. Защото Dragon Age Inquisition наследява единичката, т.е. Origins, наследява двойката и решението от единичката и от двойката се пренасят в Inquisition. Да ми е интересно дали в четворката всичките ни решения от Origins, двойката и Inquisition ще бъдат пренесени там. Или, примерно, само от... Или ще стане като в Mass Effect Andromeda, където те питаха какъв ти е бил Шепарда, мъжки или женски, нали? За да знаят, нали, да му казват she or he, нали? Но ще видим. Времето ще покаже. Не знам кога се очаква игрицата да излезне. Но със сигурност ми се ще да кача всичките епизоди на Dragon Age Inquisition плюс DLC-тата преди тя да излезне. Но колкото знам, трябваше да излезе тази година. 22 година. Само, че май няма да е тази година, по-скоро може в началото в Q1 на другата или Q2 на другата година, ще видим. Сега, след като приключихме с двамата история на Origins, както казах, ще продължим с DLC-тата. И след DLC-тата най-вероятно може би ще направя една кратка пауза от RPG-тата. Примерно ще вцъкам някаква... Не знам, примерно. Нека игра, някакъв екшен, да речем, не знам, нещо ще бъде. Нещо кратичко, нещо екшен, нещо, което е далеч от RPG сферата. И след това най-вероятно ще се върнем към Kingdom Come Deliverance. Има EA в Румъния, не знаех. Не знаех, че в Румъния има EA. Вижте какво. Даже и в кредите човек може да научи нещо ново. Чува се дали да започнем друго геройче. Някъде в далечното бъдеще, обаче по-скоро. Точно сега не ми се цъка още трябва, често казвам. Няма да правя ново геройче. Добре, сега какво стана? Сола си тръгна, няма да казвам защо си е тръгнал. Той си е тръгнал, но ние ще го видим в DLC-тата. Това мога да ви кажа като лек спойлер. Тези, които са цъкали игрицата, естествено знаят. Предполагам, че знаят. Но с него ще се видим пак. Интересно ми е Siren Ball какво ще стане, тъй като аз миналия път запазих алианса с тези с Кюна. Запазих алианса и пожертвах неговите хора. И после в DLC-то се видяхме с него, но той ни беше враг. Сега ми е интересно, нали ще ни е враг или по-скоро мисля, че няма да ни е враг, ще е на наша страна в DLC-то, но пък да видим. Ама няма логика да ни е враг сега. Той вече не е от Кюна. Ние реално там ще се сбием малко с Кюна. И няма да спробвам повече, защото може пък някой да не е цъкал играта или да не е гледал и да му е интересно. Става някаква страшна жега. А тия кредити нямат край. Рамон Тикарам. Рамон Тикерамбата. Рамоне. Много мразя такива дълги кредити. Честно. Знам, че са замесени страшно много хора в продукцията на една игра и колкото по-голяма и колкото по-красива една игра, толкова повече хора са замесени. Ама това вече е прекалено. Коя игра играх преди някакво време? Не мога да се сета. Мисля, че беше Мисля, че беше тази Go for новия, където излезна. Той е новия вече не е много нов. Вече май за PlayStation излезна и... Как се казваше? Излезна още един Go for. Сега, чието име забравих. Но Go for, в който се бием с викинските богове. В този Go for кредитите бяха 35 до 40 минути, едно от двете. Направо ми се взе къла. Пуснах ги да ги гледам, защото ми беше интересно колко ще са дълги. И бяха много дълги. 35 минути мисля, че бяха. В смисъл, в тубата мога да влезете и да напишете Go for Credits и да видите колко продължителността на клиповете. Право разбиващо. Но ние вече виждаме края на нашите кредити. Искам да видя дали ще има нещо пост-ендинг. Игра след края. Пост-ендинг геймплей. И има.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people, they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
За тези, които може би се чудят какво стана и какво се случи или нещо не са внимавали в играта, Солос се оказва, че е стар древен бог, наричан Дредолов. И току-що изпи Флемет. Всъщност, ние не сме сигурни дали Флемет е мъртва. Може просто да е припаднала, а реално силата от сина на Мориган да е била изпита. Не е сигурно. Това му беше края. Единственият човек, който ни липсва е Солас. Отидем да видим на масата дали имаме някаква задача. Може би. Я да видим.
He likes them. Truly? Very much, Lady Ambassador. It's just butter and sugar. Ferelden taste is so simple. So Lady Pentagast will take the Sunburst throne. Cassandra will guide the Chantry back to what she considers its roots, curbing its worst excesses. She will be an unusually forthright divine, however.
Тя ще направи каквото е правилно.
There have been divines far less suited to the position, and few can deny the conviction of her faith. I wish her well. She has no easy task ahead.
Добре, по-натам ще си говорим с хората от замъка, защото наистина трябва да разцъкаме DLC-то. Правим само едно quick save и да влезем да видим на масата сега какво се случва. Тук нямаме никакви нови задачи, само ресурски. Трябва да отидем до консула. Това дали е...
Lady Pentagast only contemplates what awaits the next.
Това дали е част от...
You know Cassandra hates being called Lady Pentagast. I look forward to seeing Divine Victoria's reaction to the ceremony around her inauguration.
Добре. Значи това е DLC-то, окей. Ами добре, значи следващия епизод, когато му дойде времето на него, ще седнем, ще обиколиме пак да поговорим с нашите компаньони и ще започнем да разцъкваме DLC-то. Това ще е всичко от Dragon Age Inquisition. Пожелавам ви всичко най-хубаво. Чао, чао и до нови срещи!